All right. Well, happy Wednesday, you guys. Ashley Benz here with Childcare Success Tools. Before we get started, because right now Facebook is trying to gather you guys in. And so I'm going to make sure that everything's working on my end. And then in the meantime, I'm sure some of you guys will be kind of popping in here. And we will get started with today's topic. So as you come in, go ahead and let me know. Just say hello to me. Let me know that you can hear and see me. Okay, sounds like we can. All right, so it looks like we're good. Perfect. All right, who's joining today? I see y'all. Listen, I'm on a different screen. Let me get over here, and I can barely see. So we have. Hang on. Let me get over my comments. How is everybody doing? How's your week been going? How is your day? Hello, Latasha. I'm so glad to have you joining. And we have, hang on, y'all. I'm gonna have to get close and personal. Is it Arlestia? Super glad that you are joining. Okay, here, I can see better now. Arlesta. Hi, Arlesta. Love that. That's a pretty name. All right, y'all. Listen, are y'all ready for this? Because y'all always know I'm gonna bring you some good stuff here, no fluff stuff. So since everything looks like we're working okay, you guys can hear and see me okay, right? Okay, so we're going to jump right in. So let me just introduce myself. If you are new to Childcare Success Tools, if you are if you're watching this from YouTube as well, because, my Facebook Lives do go over on my YouTube channel. So my name is Ashley Benz, and I am a childcare business strategizer and mindset mentor. What I do and who I help childcare owners basically inject childcare business automation into their childcare programs. Now, what qualifies me to do that is that I actually ran, owned, operated, directed a childcare business for 10 years. I started out as a family childcare provider, and then I transitioned into a license center. And I had no life, y'all. I had no life. It was all about the daycare, everything, pretty much my life revolved around the daycare business, right? So anyway, what happened was about 6 years that I was in business, I didn't know at the time. So it actually took me a little bit longer to kind of realize what I was doing. But I actually stumbled into childcare business automation because what I did was I started to just put these pieces in place, right? And you know that, every business that you hear, when you're reading business books and stuff like that, they talk about systems and processes. And so what I did was I did that, but I put in automation systems and processes. And that basically allowed me to gain my life back. Like I said, it for about 6 years. It took me about 6 years to kind of really figure this out. And then about the 8th year is when it kind of it all really came together, and I could literally feel childcare business automation and how it was shifting basically my entire life, because then my childcare business, instead of my life revolving around the childcare business, my childcare business then evolved around my life and my schedule and my goals and what I wanted, right? And so it was an amazing journey. It was really hard, but that is basically how I came into childcare business automation. And so that's what I teach, because there is such in this industry. And of course, I get to talk to a lot of people, a lot of owners, family childcare home providers. Everybody feels trapped. Everybody feels like they can't breathe, right? They don't have a quality of life. And, myself included, I was so focused on the quality of the program, but I've kind of forgot about myself in the process. And let me just say, it's not good to do that. It is not good to do that. Let me just say this right up front. You are not going to be able to provide quality in your programs if your life does not have that quality, right? You've got to take care. We've heard this before. You cannot pour from an empty cup. And what's happening, a lot of you guys are pouring from an empty cup. Your cup is empty. Your cup is empty. And you're trying to pour, and it's like there's so much friction there that you're struggling with that. I'm just so excited to be able to share this with you guys. And so today, what I want to share with you is how to completely walk away from your childcare business, and why you need to be able to do that. Why you need to be able to do that. See, a lot of the times we don't understand the why, right? Sometimes we get so caught up that we forget about the actual why I need to do this. Why is it so important that I am able to walk away from my business, right? My childcare program. And it's still running efficiently, right? It still has a quality there. Nothing is being sacrificed, right? My life is not being sacrificed. My family's not being sacrificed, and neither is my childcare business. Everything's being taken care of. And sometimes we forget about the why we need to do this, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and jump right in, you guys. Before I do that, first of all, if you're watching from YouTube, what I need for you to do right now is I need for you to give this video a thumbs up, okay? If you're watching from Facebook and you're joining me live, I need for you to go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Give me some hearts. Share this out. If you know of any other childcare owners, your friends that your people that you know, owners that you might meet at trainings, share this out, you guys, because this is a problem. It's a problem, okay? And we got to fix it, because what's going to happen? Let me tell you what's going to happen. The children that you care for, it will trickle down to these little kids. Okay, it's going to trickle down to them because you, as the owner, you don't have it together. Okay, that's just what's going to happen. So, as I'm a mom. She'll be 3 in March. I want her to be a part of a childcare program that provides quality, right? But what I really want is I want her to be a part of a childcare program that those that are in charge, the directors, the owners, and all that, they're taking care of themselves, okay? Because I know if they take care of them, they're going to take care of my child, right? So, okay, yes, those of you on YouTube, if you are new to the channel, I definitely want to say welcome. Be sure that you subscribe so you can get notifications of whenever I upload these videos here, okay? When you do subscribe, there is going to be a little bell. Be sure that you click that bell, because that's going to give you that notifications via your phone or however you set that up. If you are watching from Facebook, just to let you guys know, I will be going live, or I have been going live. This is my schedule for the year, every Wednesday. I did it last year too. But every Wednesday is when you can expect me live, unless something happens, or, my daughter gets sick or anything like that, life, right? But every Wednesday is when I am scheduled to be here live. So be sure that you mark your calendars and just meet me right here, okay? All right, so with that being said, y'all, how to completely walk away from your childcare business and why you need to be able to do that, okay? And let me make sure, let's see here. I've got everything's running good. Y'all, I really appreciate y'all being here. Okay, so let's just jump right in. The first, why? And if you don't have pen and paper, feel free to get pen and paper. Obviously, this will be recorded, so you can come back and look at it. The first reason why you need to be able to walk away. So, okay, I really didn't realize that I needed to do this until things started happening in my life. And unexpected stuff, that I felt trapped, right? I felt like, okay, how can I leave? So prime example, you guys, my dad, I'm a daddy's girl, y'all. I love my daddy. I love my mama too, but I'm a daddy's girl. And he suffers from diabetes. And so anyway, we got a call. So he drives a truck during the day. He's like a truck driver. He does that during the day. And so, we received a call that he was having to be taken to the emergency room. Now, let me tell you guys something. I'm running this business, right? And, when you get calls like that, all you want to do is just drop and go. You don't want to have to think about what needs to be done and all that kind of stuff. But unfortunately, because this was before automation, right? So, I have ran a childcare business 2 ways. I've ran it without automation, and I've ran it with automation. So I know the difference between the two. And so anyway, when you hear something like that, right, you know that you need to be somewhere else. That is it's a hard pill to swallow when it takes you even 20 minutes to get out the door, even 30 minutes to leave, because you have to, let everybody know and yada, yada, yada. Well, when your business is automated, you get a phone call like that, you don't have to tell anybody nothing. You can just maybe leave, shoot something to your assistant director who and say, hey, I had to go, emergency. They know what to do, right? And there's no confusion. The quality is still there. Nothing gets interrupted in the program, the children's day. Nobody's going to be affected by you not being there. Okay. So when that happened, and there were several other things that took place, life happens, you guys. And there were several other things that took place. And I'm like, I can't do this. Right. All right. So why you need to be able to walk away. First of all, you are human. Hello. You are human. You have a life. Right. And it happens. Life happens. Okay. Also, just as the story I just told you, shared with you about, there are going to be times, you guys, that you have to walk away. There's going to be times that you have to walk away. There's no options, right? Because you have a life, you have a family. There's other people that may need you, and you don't have an option. Okay. And you want to be able to do that. You want to be able to walk away when you need to, when those times come up, because they're going to happen. It's life, right? So this is what I told myself. I was like, okay, and for me, you guys, something happens one time that puts me in a place where I'm not in control. And those y'all that know me know I have to have control. I have to. It's just my personality. It's the way I'm wired. And obviously, I'm flexible. So there's, obviously there's different things in life where you don't have the control and you just have to be flexible. But when it comes to my business, I have to have control of that. Okay. Because it cannot have control of me. And so I told myself, I said, you know what? This is no longer going to be an option for me. This is not going to be an option for me, because if it is, and it should be an option for you, because if it is, then you will be saying yes to someone else's family, okay, while you're saying no to yours, okay? Somebody needs to hashtag that, tweet it. I don't tweet, but whatever, Instagram it, whatever, okay? Let me repeat that. This is not an option, because if it is, then you will be saying yes to someone else's family while you're saying no to yours. And that's what happens. Okay. That's what happened to me. So many times I said yes to the children and families in my childcare program. Okay. But I was saying no to mine. I was saying yes to staying late, whatever needs to be worked on. And I was saying no to my family and telling them, no, I'm not going to be home for dinner. No, I'm not going to be able to come and cook. Y'all going to pick up something, right? Like, what kind of life is that to me? Because let me just put it to you like this, and y'all know this is the truth. But when it comes down to it, your family is going to be the one that's going to be there for you, right? Those are the people that's going to be there for you. So why is it that we are okay? Why is it that it's okay for us to tell them no and tell them that, well, I'm sorry, you guys have to understand, y'all know mommy has to work, or mommy has to do this at the daycare, or, somebody called in, so mommy has to X, Y, and Z. Why is it that that's okay for them, but for the children and families, we can't tell them those things? Well, I'm sorry, but, my daughter has a game. I won't be able to X, Y, and Z, or, I need to go home and cook for my family. Right? They need me there. So for me, I just said it wasn't an option. Okay. So remember that. I want you to remember that, because this year it's going to come up for you in some way, form, or fashion, where you're going to be at a crossroad and you're going to have to either say yes, right? You're going to have to either say yes to somebody else's family or yes to your own. Okay. And what I want for you is I want you to be able to say no, okay, to say no to the children and families you care for, and say yes to your own family, but you put automation into it. And in a way, you're not really saying no to them because they're going to be taken care of. The children and families that you care for at your program, when you automate your business, they will be taken care of, okay? They will be taken care of until you can get back the next day and deal with whatever, okay? All right. So that's the why you need to be able to walk away. Why? Because you have a life. Why? Because you have a family. You have children and families, right? You got your own. So you need to be able to make that decision whenever you need to without having to have this guilt thing going on, right? Having this weigh-in thing going on, right? Okay. And you need to be able to do it to where when you are with your family and you're home, you're mentally there. You guys, I've done it so many times. I did it so many times, okay? I would get to come home and cook dinner and sit down and eat, but my mind is somewhere else. It's on, oh, this didn't get done. Or, oh, I wonder if so-and-so, did she remember to do X, Y, and Z? And you just don't want that. When you're with your family, you are mentally, not only are you physically there, but you're mentally there, okay? All right, you guys, so we went over why. Now I'm going to talk about what you need to do that. So it's very simple, okay? But you need a support team, okay? You are going to have a support team, right? So you need a physical support team, and this needs to be other than your own family. So a lot of people will say, especially family child providers. So a lot of people will say, oh, well, I've got a support team. My husband can step in when he needs to, or my sister can step in when she needs to, or the neighbor can step in, and the neighbor's okay. But what I'm saying with your own family, it needs to be other than your own family, because what if it is a family emergency and everybody needs to be there, right? What if that happens and your husband is the one that steps in, but it's a family emergency? Then who steps in then? Okay. So you need to have a support team that's going to be other than your own family. And obviously this would include your teachers, your staff, any close friends if you are a family child provider. And obviously you guys that know me, we talked about this last week in the webinar trainings in the group sub-program. Okay. So think about that, because I know a lot of you all do have like your own, somebody that of close friend or family who is a part of your support team. And that may not work if it is a family emergency, right? Okay. So the next thing that you need is an administrative support team. So this is something that you guys, when I got into the childcare business, and let me just say this. I remember people telling me it was paperwork involved. I had no idea the administrative side of running a child, how much was to that. It's constant. It never ends. There's so much paperwork involved. There's so many things that need to be done. There's so many things that need to be taken care of. I had no idea. And so a lot of you guys are running without an administrative support team, because you are the administrative support team, right? You're the one doing all the office work, all that stuff. And if you have an assistant director, I know we talked about this in the webinar training too last week, but if you have an assistant director, it's too much on them. Because if they're trying to handle the staff and they're trying to handle, the classroom and the teachers and, doing the enrollments and things like that, they don't have the time either, right? So then what happens is, well, then it puts back on you. Because why is that? Because you're not really supposed to be sending them home to work on things, okay, unless you're paying them for that. And so then what happens is it comes right back on you, right? Right, it is. Mona says the paperwork is a monster. It's a monster. Let me just tell you this, Mona, you're getting started. Well, the more your business grows, the more it just keeps piling on top. Okay. So you need to have an administrative support team. Okay. And let me tell you this. This is something that was so hard for me to get. But you need to have someone that can handle your business better than you can. Okay. And some of you guys gonna be like, what are you talking about, Ashley? What do you mean? Like, I'm the only one that can handle my business. Like, no, I would not have anybody coming here and doing anything. No, you need to have someone else, okay, that can handle your business better than you can. And so for me, that was hard for me to get. It was so hard. I remember one day I can't remember exactly what I was doing, y'all, my childcare business, but I was obviously trying to grow it. And, I'm not skilled in everything. Nobody is skilled in everything. Okay. And so even you think about it, CEOs, right, of these big, massive companies, these Fortune 500 companies, and these people that are philanthropists, and they doing it right. They're like top whatever, but they hire other people that are better at doing something than they are, right? They already know they're not the expert in everything. Okay. And so, the reason why they do this is because this allows them to do what they do best, which is create the vision. And then they hire other people to carry that vision out. Okay. That's why you see what you call teams. It's a team. Okay. So that's exactly what you should be doing as an entrepreneur, because you're an entrepreneur. Yes, you are a childcare business owner, but you're an entrepreneur, and you need to be able to, your job should be focused on, the vision, how we're going to grow. How am I going to continue to expand my business? And expanding doesn't necessarily mean size or location, but it just might mean, how am I going to continue to grow my business and ensure that it's constantly evolving into what it needs to be successful. And so that's what the CEO's job is. That's what they should be focused on. Then they hire other people that are experts at the other stuff. Okay. And then they put all this together, and that's what creates a team that shifts a business forward really fast. Okay. So for me, I did that, so I started to kind of pull in some people that was better, this really great at website, right? I hired a whole website team to come in and redo my website. I did my website when I first got started. And about the 8th year, I'm like, okay, it's time to redo this. I'm looking at, the website just completely evolved from what I had. And I'm like, I can't be on the web like this. So I hired a team to come in, and they work with me, and I tell them my vision, and they fix it. So you guys understand it in that aspect, right? You know what I'm saying? You're not the expert at everything, and you don't need to be. You don't need to be. But what you do need is you need a team, and you need to, as I talk about in my How to Get Started course, it's one of the modules that I do, is creating your success team. You have to create your success team, right? These are the people on this team are the ones that help you make it happen. You have the vision, and then you have these other people that come in to help you carry out that vision. Okay. Now we understand that when it comes to teachers, we understand that when it comes to maybe having an assistant director, but you also need that extra hand with administrative work, because a lot of where your business actually grows is it really does grow in the office, all of the office stuff, because that's where everything happens at, right? That's where all of how you're pushing your childcare business happens, is in your office. Once again, why is that? Because you have the vision. All the vision happens within your office, desk, wherever you sit at to work. That's where all this comes to play. And then so you have a vision. The next thing you do, you start putting stuff down on paper, or you start planning. Nobody else knows about this, right? Your teachers don't know anything about it. No, you are the only one that knows what you want. And then you go in, and then you let everybody else know, okay, hey guys, this is what we want to do this year, right? This is where I want to take the business at this year. Okay. I want us to do better on verbal daily communications when parents come to pick up their child. That's been a problem. Last year that was an issue. And I want us to do better on that. This is how we're going to do that. But all of that starts in your office. Okay. So, you cannot carry out the ultimate vision without a team. It's just going to be difficult. It is. It's just going to be difficult. All right. So number 3 is we talked about why, we talked about what you need, support team. Number 3 is, how do you do it? How do you literally walk away? How are you able to do that? How do you walk away at 3:30 every single day and go home to be with your family and everything else is taken care of? Okay. How do you walk away if you're a family child care provider to go get a doctor's appointment, to go take your child to go to the dentist or whatever, or to go on vacation, or just whatever happens? How do you do it? Okay. This is it. You're going to have to beef up your automation. It will not be able to happen if you do not beef up your automation. You're going to have to beef up your team. Okay. So if it's just you got to beef that up, because what happens, God forbids, what happens if you can't be there for a whole week because you get sick? What happens? And you're the only one, you are the team. What happens, right? So you're going to have to beef up your automation. You're going to have to beef up your team. And so for me, okay, so some of y'all know my story about, we struggle with infertility and all that good stuff. And so I knew that I didn't want 6 weeks off. I wanted 8. Okay. I'm an owner. So for me, this is my first child, you guys. I wanted that time. I wanted 2 weeks off to myself. Okay. To the last 2 weeks of my life, so to speak, before I bring in this child into the world. And I wanted that to myself, right? Because I knew it was going to change, okay? But I love her to death, y'all. I wouldn't trade her for the world. But I wanted 8 weeks off, 2 weeks to myself, 6 weeks, obviously to be a new mommy. So I had to beef up my team immediately, right? I had to beef up my team. And I had to beef up my automation, right? Now, come on, seriously. Now, how am I going to go to the hospital, and here I am in labor, and I'm on the phone with something, so there's an issue there, right? Okay. There's people that have done, maybe not to that extent, but I know there's been owners who's been in the hospital for something, and they're still fooling around with that business, right? Why do that? Why do that? Because I'm gonna tell you what. Most of our illnesses that we have and all that good stuff, and I said this in the webinars, it comes from stress, y'all. When you don't have a good work-life balance, that's gonna wear and tear on you mentally and physically. And when you've got wear and tear on you mentally, that will go in and affect your health. That's gonna affect your health. So I've heard of owners who are in the hospital because they got sick, or they have a condition, something happened, whatever. They're in the hospital and they're still trying to run their business. I'm not doing it. So you're going to have to beef up your team, your support team, and you're going to have to beef up automation. Okay. And this is if you want quality everywhere, quality in your life and quality in your business while you're away. Okay. When those times happen that you have to walk away, or when you want to go take a vacation, or when you just need to go to a doctor's appointment, or when you need to, whatever you need to do. All right. So let me go in and look at the comments, see if you guys, let's see. Okay. So Kim Simpson, Kim, I've been seeing your comments about this. And Kim says that she has a huge problem allowing others to run my business, such a downfall. I'm going to tell you the reason why you have the problem, Kim, is because you are you're not training them to run your business how you want them to be, okay? And B, you don't have automation. Okay, I'm just going to be honest with you. This is why you have the problem. And I think you told me that you have people, like your team is there. And a lot of you guys have that. A lot of y'all have that advantage. The people are there. But it's you're the problem, because you don't want to train them, right? You don't want to spend the time. And I'm not saying you don't want to spend the time, but you don't want to train them. They're there ready, willing, and waiting. In fact, I know even myself, I remember having my team. They're like, Ashley, go. We got it, right? A lot of you guys have that, but I think what's missing is that you don't know how to go about training them and how to go about injecting that automation into your business so that they know what to do. in any given situation, and you're not worried about it. But Kim, it's you. Okay, you guys know I'm very going to be honest, but you know it's you, and I think you've even said that it is you. You're gonna have to let go, and the only way you're going to be able to do that and do that to be confident, you need automation in your business. Automation will help you let go. Okay, and I know it's hard. It's so hard. Let me just say this. Coming from somebody, I am a type A personality, and I have to have control. I know that it's hard. I know it's hard. It's like your baby. I know it is. It's very hard to do, but you have to do it. And I'm going to tell you that when you do it, you're going to say, I didn't even realize how trapped I was. I did not even realize how trapped I was in my business. Right? And there's going to be such like a relief. I'm telling y'all, it is such a relief to know that everything's being handled the way that you want it to be handled. Okay. Okay, you guys. So here is what's happening here at CST. Here's what's going on here at CST. First of all, this is what I need for you to do. If you are not a part of my private Facebook group community, I need for you to join. Okay. So much stuff is happening over there this year. We've already started the year off. We did our webinar trainings last week. I did 2 webinar trainings last week. They're still up, actually. I'm going to be taking those down probably on Friday, but they are still up. You need to watch the replays. Lots of good stuff in there. And so you need to join my private Facebook group community. It's absolutely free, but that is where that's where I hang out. That's where, you know, you can ask questions and get support. Okay, there is, I don't know, like over 900 in the group, I think, the last time I checked. So it's a growing group. It grows every day. The second thing I need for you to do, if you truly want to fix this problem that you're having, okay, and you want to have quality, okay, in both your childcare business and your life, I need for you to check out our Done For You services, okay? So we can actually inject childcare business automation into your business for you and work with you on how to do that and how to train your team and how to make sure that you are attracting the right kind of people in there to have a team. Okay, we can inject marketing automation. So if you're struggling with your enrollment, we can help you do that. And so me and my team are ready to join you. We are ready to join you and help you be able to do this, you guys. Let me just say this. Today is the last, is it the last day of January? It's the last day of January. It is, this month is already flown by, right? And hi, Tiffany. She says she's sneaking off on a break. Okay. Well, glad you're here. But this is it, y'all. This is last day of January. February is here tomorrow. When you look back on this month, how confident do you feel with walking away from your childcare business moving forward? Okay, if the answer is no, and if this month was kind of like pretty much like last year, basically, if you're running through this month and you don't feel any progress, then I'm telling you right up front, you're gonna have to have a team. You need that support team. Okay, you need to be able to have somebody that knows your business almost sometimes better than you do. Right. And so anyway, you guys, we offer childcare business automation done for you. That's what we do. We specialize in it. We did it. We know how it's done. We will work with you on whatever that you're needing. You don't know what you need. We'll help you find that out. Okay. You work in evenings and weekends and Saturdays and yeah, all that. You all these hours you're putting in, we will help you. Okay. We will help you. Our goal is to get you to be able to walk away whenever you want to, need to, and to be able to have quality in both areas, quality in your life and quality in your childcare business. We know nothing's going to be sacrificed doing it this way. And let me just remind you, I've done it. I've ran a childcare business 2 ways. I've done it without automation and I've done it with automation. I'm going to let you guys know up front. With automation allowed me to be able to go have a child. Okay, we struggle, like I said, we struggle with infertility. 6 years it took us for me to be able to get pregnant. That's what automation did for me. It helped me to relax my body so that I could bring this child into the world. Okay. That's how powerful childcare business automation is. So I am like a living testimony of it. Okay. This is not something I'm just like making up or, you know, whatever. This stuff works. All right, you guys. So $100 off when you secure your project with us by Friday. Okay. You get $100 off. So what I need for you guys to do is two things. I need for you to go, be sure you get in that private Facebook group, and also check out our Done For You services. The links to what I just said will be either below this video if you are on YouTube watching, in the description box, and above if you are actually in the comments below if you're on Facebook. So listen, you guys, we're here. We're ready to join you. We're ready to create this team with you. We're ready to make this 2018 year for you to be basically to help you shift everything in your business and your life. Okay. And so with that being said, you guys, first of all, and I just want to say this too. I just want to say thank you so much for you guys are just the love you guys give to me, the support. Honestly, like I could not do this without you guys, right? Because I mean, who's going to get up here and do a go live video and crickets, you know, all the time. So I appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate you being a part of the CST community. I appreciate you wanting to have quality your child care program. Because once again, as a mom myself, it is so scary to leave your child in the hands of other people. And I so appreciate that. I really appreciate that. It's just, to me, it's like overwhelming to see how many people that there is of us that come together, and you guys are searching and you're looking for, how can I do this, right? How can I make sure I've got that quality in my program, but also a quality in my life? And I appreciate you looking for that, trying to figure this out, okay? But just know that I am here to help you. Me and my team are here to help you take it and get you shifted to doing this quick, easy, fast, and in the right way. So with that being said, y'all, I am going to head off of here, and I'll be back here next Wednesday around the same time. I usually do one, but I like the 12 o'clock, which is 12 my time. So I like this time. I think it works out. I think most of you guys are probably, the kids are napping and you can kind of get on here. So anyway, y'all, listen, check out those Done For You services, $100 off if you secure a project with us by Friday. We are here to help you. And as always, I am sending you my prayers of encouragement and success your way. You guys got this. I will see you back here next Wednesday, and you guys have a good rest of your day.